USA Curling is committed to providing high-quality webcasts
Welcome everybody to the 2017 USA Curling National Championships. My name is Joe Calibers. Alongside me, Sean Murray. Chris Rimple on the camera, BA behind the controls. Boss Lady in the building. So we have a semifinal game here between Brady Clark and Todd Burr. Let's meet the teams.
Hi, I'm Brady Clark from Team Clark. We're the 2016 U.S. National Champions, coming back to defend our title. Lead for our team is Philip Toker from the Seattle Granite Curling Club. Second is Colin Huffman from the Chaska Curling Club. Third, Greg Persinger from Fairbanks, Alaska. And my name, Brady Clark from the Seattle Granite Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Todd Burr, skip of Team Burr, and my team is Tom O'Connor at lead, John Benton at second, and Richie Wooden at third.
So the winner of this game is going to take on John Schuster in the final tomorrow at 3 p.m. So we get started. Burr's rock drifts to the back 12-foot. Clark puts up a corner guard. Early advantage, Clark.
Line's good. Yep. Easy guys, top eight's good here. All right, there you go, Tom. Good. Right on the nose, little pass nose. Well, normal.
Gotta play the double.
Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Hard.
Make the double.
Good shot, Phil.
Well, leads don't get to play very many doubles. Better take advantage of those chances when you get to.
Yep.
Not heavy.
Oh, clean. Yep. Yep.
Not heavy.
Yep. Right to it. Whoa, 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 turn the wiggle. Okay. Right, John.
Just two.
Benton hits it on the nose.
Normal down, 10.
It leaves Colin a chance to make this roll.
Clean.
Maybe
Yep.
down.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just let it curl. That's fine. Move it to this side. This side, if there is any. That's fine. What time? 9-6. Nose is pretty good. Nose. Room, room. Oh. Tom. Yep, Tom. Okay. Good job.
Rolls it away from the corner guard.
Just nose it. Normal down. Easy, just clean. Just off for a bit. Off for a bit. Yep, clean. You're okay, clean. Throw. Nice throw, Colin.
Sticks around there on the top 12.
Still.
Todd will want to roll in a little bit on this.
Little roll in.
Rolls out. Brady will zip around that corner.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Gotta go, Tom. Gotta go. Hard. Come on, hard. Hard.
Leaves
You
it
wanna
as
go
another
under, or you wanna
corner.
just nose this one? Are they? I like going under. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 or 20?
So 10 or 20, they're talking about split times, right? 4.1,
I would assume so.
4.2.
10 meaning 4.10, 4.2, which is quite fast.
Teams get a chance to warm up before the game, get an idea of the ice conditions.
Clean. Yep, Phil. Yep. 8. All right, you're good. You're good. You're good. 7. Just 8. Go off Collins now.
8.
I don't care. Deep. Let's go. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Come on. Let's go.
Go.
Let's go.
Actually,
back.
now
You gotta push it. You gotta push it. I don't care. Come on.
Keep going.
Come on. Let's go. Yep. That's great.
Throw, Greg.
Lines
Fully
up
buried
Oh,
now.
you're like this.
buried.
Yeah, we have to, right? Straw.
Okay. 90.
95?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a ton, isn't it?
95 to 2.
Is that what he just had?
Yep.
All right.
Good throw. Room.
Really stop.
Tons of room. Huge ton.
I mean, if you go till you have to.
No line.
This needs to curl a lot.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Yep. Go. Hard. Hard. Hard, Tom. Go on, hard. Hard. Okay.
That was just tight.
Little flop in, huh? Throw hack. You like hack or board?
Board.
Let's throw board, yeah. I like it.
You like, I think. Should be good.
What?
Okay.
Clark looking to make the flop underneath the corner guard.
Clean. Yep, gotta go. Clean. Clean. Hard. Hard.
Little course correction here. Might have made it go. Nope, that's going to be fine.
Pops out the other side. So Todd will want to play the double on this.
Here.
Yep.
Okay. Threw one out here. So, I think 86, isn't it?
Just 3.
Burr's first stone here.
Whoa.
It's on its way.
Close. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Make the hit and roll in front instead.
Okay.
Nice shot.
10.
Throw 10 and a half, huh? Actually, we gotta go board, go a little wider. Board, go a little wider. You guys like that stick?
Yeah, I do.
Board. I think, Colin, you gotta be ready to hit it harder. You want me to take any more? 11-7, yep.
These two teams have already played 7 times this season. It's hard to believe that you can play one team that many times on tour.
Going to a lot of the same
Pass it up.
events.
Whoa.
Clark
Up.
has won 4 of those matchups.
Up.
Ooh, this needs to curl big time.
Oh,
Ooh.
Burr now with the advantage.
we got go.
I like this. Safer.
Let's play it safe, huh?
Yep. I'm gonna say 90. Plenty, right?
Yep.
So just going to split the rings. Get an early, get an early
Here,
force
right?
on.
No, not a ton, but I think
Guys.
we'll be back in that 85 spot.
Right here.
Yep.
Comes even, it's
Say 90,
okay.
huh? Yep.
So the thought process is what?
Well, really just trying to keep these two spread out as far apart as possible. If for some reason the draw doesn't bury and he goes to the other side, like maybe comes out the other side down the line, Clark just threw, he might throw down there again, maybe have a double for the blank.
No, I don't think so. 92. Yeah, whatever you think, guys.
Like to see some curl here.
Room.
Johnny close. Johnny.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh, whoa, whoa, it's here.
Still hasn't crossed the center line yet.
Curl here.
Weight's nice.
It's good.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
That's fine.
It's a good shot.
That's fine, Todd.
Kind of wondering if we should have just
That didn't move.
Foot, but right in the center.
So Clark going to be forced to take a single here in the first.
Todd wondering if he could have just drawn top 12, that would have been a good shot too.
10. You like it?
Wow.
Yep, gotta go, Phil.
Yep.
Clean,
Yep.
clean.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean, clean. Or not. Throw.
So there you go. Brady Clark with one in the first end and take a 1-0 lead over Todd Burr. We'll be back with the second end in just a minute.
Of this and other national events now and into the future, and is partnered with TESN in doing so. Please join the Peskoff Family Charitable Foundation and the Plainfield Curling Club in improving the video quality of future national championship webcasts. The Peskoff Family Charitable Foundation will make a matching gift of $20,000 to support the continuation of and improvements to the USA Curling webcasts, including a transition to full high-definition web stream coverage. To find out more and make a donation, please visit donate.usacurl.org.
So back for the second end. Brady Clark forced to take a single. Just a miss hit on his first, jammed a Burstone.
Let's get 2.5 then. Let's go. Greg, come on, Greg. You cannot hurt this. That's like a 1. Come on.
So I think that guard's quite a bit higher than Brady wanted. Todd's just going to come around it with Tom O'Connor's first.
Should be all there.
7. Line's pretty good. How deep are you?
Yeah, that's
8, 9.
there, I think.
8, 9.
I don't think we can go at all.
No. Back here. Okay, down. Okay. Okay.
So that comes quite a bit deep.
Just a half second faster.
As high as that guard is, this is basically wide open.
Yep, Colin.
down.
Yes. Yep, Colin. Clean.
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 It's clean.
Looking for the nose hit.
Yep, let's roll open. All right. It's good.
Or roll open a little bit.
Are they coming around that way again? Find that. Just
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Close, John. Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. Nice. Great shot.
Pretty nice to hit and stay around there.
Sit it out here.
High, high as that guard is, Brady's not going to dare come around it. No choice but to hit.
No. Yep. Clean. Yep. 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 Come on, Greg. Come on. That's good. That's good. That's good. Don't mind that.
Get a time.
9-1.
9-1.
Get a 3 or 4 and let you see.
Soft one. Tight. Lock.
No, we're good.
Okay. Gotta go.
Tommy.
Tommy, go. Gotta go.
Really got to.
You. Oh, no.
All the way back there then.
Not all the way back there. Top 4. Tom, go. Go.
Okay. Okay.
Nice shot.
Tack.
It's a nice draw there by John. You can get to the nose of this with
Yes.
quiet weight. No, you don't want to get to the nose, just hit it a little bit on the broom side, roll open.
Whoa. Off. Greg's. No, just wait for it, but Greg's when we go. Clean. 2.
Who?
Clean.
Yep.
I think it's.
Yep. Yep. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's fine.
So, sorry, Earl. I just didn't like the way I thought he floated.
Really nice. Sitting 2. Todd's going to have a tough time manufacturing a deuce behind a guard that's so long.
Okay.
You can just see if he can entice a miss out of Clark at some point.
Whoa. 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 Play the double.
Oh.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Yep.
I got caught in between.
Just a little too late there.
Yeah, they were trying to roll. John tried to ad-lib the double at the end, but a little too late.
Normal down. 10.
10 seconds.
So now looking for the hit and roll. It's Greg Persinger.
Normal.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Off for a bit. Still off. There's nothing yet. Just hanging. I missed it. No.
The double here.
Get out. Like double? That's fine. I like that.
The high guard. Behind it. Perfect. All right. It's higher though.
Yep. You got it. You got it.
What do you want? 2?
So denying Dr. Double a chance to make a double.
Yeah.
Just looking for a hit and roll.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Really go, Johnny. Really go. Really go.
Hard. Whoa. 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 Tom.
Pull it.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez. You held it there. Nice.
John the Iron Man Benton holding that rock dead straight.
10.
Apparently his team doesn't know his own strength.
Nice sweeping. Yep. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Off.
It's to curl up to stay. will
Wait,
not.
actually.
See what Todd wants
You like
to
to
do here.
freeze?
That? Yeah, right here.
Freeze or top of the foot? Yeah.
Right there.
That
85.
guard is just too long, right?
Yeah, it's. I've been saying all in. It's going to be tough to build any kind of score, deuce or force behind that guard because it's only about 3-4 feet over the hog line. So easier to generate some kind of offense with a freeze.
Play the
Wait,
weight.
feel good.
We're all there.
Tapping. John, John,
Line only.
gotta go.
Coming down.
Yep.
Oh,
Whoa, that's good.
Weight really came off and a lost line too.
Peeks out the other side.
Like it?
Still Brady has to deal with it.
Board?
Quiet weight, roll back to the center.
Yeah.
If we roll out here, it's not the world. Well, thing is the woods. I got into it. Greg.
Just board.
Board.
That looks like the same room as yours, right?
Yep.
I think it's 11 and a half to 12 even in this spot.
And mine didn't make a big snap, so we should be careful to go a few.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Control.
Whoa, then off.
Off call. Off.
Control is far more than he wanted.
Yep, gotta go. That's not control.
yep.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, might be too late on this.
Really good.
out.
Did he airball this?
Oh, just enough.
Oh, just off.
Give him like just a hair more than I gave.
Yeah, Phil owning up to his error there. Didn't quite call the weight correctly. Todd will have another chance to make this freeze.
Yep. How you doing? What's that? Yeah. Right there. 85 back there. Okay. Playing just a hair more than I gave Richie. Okay. Yeah, finish is hard down there. Yeah. Wait there. Tapping.
All right.
11.
Jump. Whoa. How heavy?
Line only. 11.
Yep. Oh.
John. John.
I know. Keep it straight.
Good.
Good shot.
It's still a pretty nice shot, even with the tap.
Right?
Freeze.
Brady wants to make sure he's all the way down to this. Even with good weight, if he comes up short, Todd will have a chance to move it out to maybe pick up 2.
Like the freeze? Okay. I think it's a 10. Okay.
If you have to go, I think it's calling you because I took more stick than they did.
Okay. A little less.
So Brady Clark's last rock here in the second end.
Through. Then don't.
We're okay.
Off then. Off
Through.
then.
We're through.
Well, this has got to curl a lot.
Oh, this is big time heavy. Whoa.
Oh,
Boy, Brady having a few early struggles in this game.
Yeah, one hard. Yep. 68.
yeah, that probably had all a hack.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
So, big opportunity here. Todd just needs to basically full 12 plus a couple inches will get him 2, and a big 2.
you're okay. Easy, easy.
Just needs full 12.
Out there. All there. 8, 8, 8.
Whoa, whoa.
We're good.
It's good. Whoa, whoa.
Looks like it's checking up
Attaboy,
nicely.
Todd.
Gonna stop just back button. And there will be 2 in the second end. Todd Burr will take a 2-1 lead.
So we've talked a little bit about how our web stream can be enhanced through the charitable donations of people in the curling community. William Peskoff has made a generous $20,000 matching gift. If you were to look at the webpage now for giving, you would see that $15,618 has been raised to match that gift. It's a tremendous thing, and the support is going to go directly to helping improve the video quality of this web stream. I want to give you an example of what it might look like when we get to full HD. So BA is going to fire up some video and a comparison after this first shot here. This is what it should look like from the ice camera when we're full HD. And obviously this is what it looks like right now. After this shot's complete, we'll show you exactly what it'll look like roughly with a new HD camera.
Exactly roughly.
Exactly roughly. Because it's not live. This is a video we took a little bit earlier. Give you an idea how much clearer this shot's going to be. This is obviously from before. Wider screen, more detail, clearly. So if you have the ability, certainly help us out. You match that Peskoff Family Foundation gift, we would certainly appreciate it. You go to usacurl.org. donate.usacurl.org. And you can make that donation today. Help us out. Next event that we do, it'll be full HD. So we're back here in the third end. Burr up 2-1.
Line's good. Room.
4-5.
Yep. Room. Room. Weight's good. Oh, a lot of room.
Shot.
A lot of room.
Yeah, go, go. Oh, you're right. You're right. Easy. Okay.
That's fine, Tom.
Sorry, Tom. Our fault. A little too much.
Drops behind the tee line. Still not a bad shot.
No, normal.
Burr with control at the moment.
I think the intern's a lot better. Easy. Whoa. 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 Oh. All right.
Doesn't quite make the double, but
Nose? Yeah, I think so.
pops that one off the center. Still a pretty good shot.
John Benton.
Yep. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Just clean. Just clean.
Looking to make the hit. I'd love to stick
Hard,
around
Rick.
center
Hard.
if you can.
Hard.
Rolling a
Rolls
long ways.
away.
Sorry, John. In. He threw him pretty well. Just
Okay.
convinced.
You like this?
I think Todd was saying he's maybe not convinced that the ice is straightening out a little bit.
Okay.
That's sort of what I heard. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm going to blame Todd for that. I'm just interpreting what he said.
I'm not saying a thing. Hear me, Dave? Not a thing.
Greg's. Right now.
So
Gotta get it here.
Looking for the freeze.
Yep, Phil. You're right. Where are we at? Yep, go. Just hard. 7. Come on. Hard. Just Phil. Just Phil. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice shot there. Set shot stone.
They just held it long enough.
And the crowd goes wild.
Just high side.
Yeah, we got a goodly number of people in here, including people in the suites across the way from us. Busy time in Friday night in Everett.
I would say it's definitely a partisan crowd.
just a little bit.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, it's there. It's there. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Trying to pick it clean.
Trying to pick it.
All right. Okay. Good try.
Well, actually,
Fine.
does just save it in the back, but see if Brady going to play the freeze rather than try to come around the corner.
You still have about 30 minutes to vote in our Twitter poll. Who had the best quad this week? Vicky Persinger or Croy Nurnberger? Right now it's 60% Vicky, 40% Croy.
Where?
You're not calling them by their
Whoa,
monikers, though.
No, well.
Off for a bit. Greg's for now. Yep. Phil. Phil's. Get in here, Phil. Yep. Come on, you gotta go, Bull. Yep. Bull. You gotta be down here. Hard.
God damn, that makes a hard move.
All right.
That's right. Just nose, eh?
Nose. Can't cross it though. What do you want? 3?
Yeah.
Got to make sure you stay on broom side with this. Whatever crosses might not remove it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Hard. Hard. Hard, John. Hard. That'll work.
Nice sweep. Nice sweep. Got her in just to.
See if Clark decides to
You guys
freeze
want to
again.
hit? Come on, try that again.
First, we'll
Look
look
at
at the replay.
Trying to
There
get.
you go. John Benton earning his sweeping badge tonight.
Yep.
Saved a number of shots.
Give us a 4-0.
Greg playing the freeze.
Whoa, then. Whoa, off then. This one's off. Okay, just let it work.
Whoa, this is flying.
What'd you have?
I think you make him throw the double, don't you? You make him throw the double, don't you? Right. Well, we could go right in front of it, but then he does this. Yeah. I think we just it here. Keep. 90.
Yeah.
So this would leave a double and roll if it goes top 4 where Todd wants it, but he'd prefer that than going in front of the back one, maybe leaving cover for a freeze.
Heavy clean. Heavy clean. Line's good. Should be all there.
Oh, then. Oh, then.
6. Line's fine. Just keep it ahead of the tee, guys.
Well, that thing moved really fast.
4. Top 4. Yep. Whoa, that's good. That's good. That's good.
There's still plenty of curl in this ice, Sean.
I believe so. I'm seeing no shortage of curl, especially really late.
So either that or we play the roll. You want to roll this way? Okay. Roll down 10. Yep. 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 Hard. Real hard. Hard.
Trying to get the roll under cover. Pretty close.
I don't think it's rolling far enough.
Nope.
Nose. I think I like playing it this way. Straight inside out. Just 2.
Center. Okay.
Even if even now we all roll it here. That ain't that bad.
It just makes a double.
Right. That's
So. Right.
fairly straight here, right?
Yeah.
We threw this in practice.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah, we threw this.
Yeah.
We were. So.
Yeah. Yep. Just 2. Try to get it back to the center a little bit.
Roll back to the center, get away from that corner guard. This time a roll in front of that back red wouldn't be so bad because you couldn't freeze on it and be shot.
Solid 2.
Ball.
Ball. Close. Close. Yep. Yes.
Yep, yep. Yep. Good shot.
Good shot.
Fine, Todd.
We just got this. I don't know that are we shot if we freeze that? We are? Okay. It's real. Okay. Right here. Edge of 4.
So you can't hit and roll under the corner and be shot.
Like the freeze? Can't get hit and roll like it doesn't get us anything.
Can we?
No, cannot tap it. But I want to be.
Inch and 4 shot.
Is that edge of 4? That's where I want it. Okay.
Inch and
Yeah. For frozen shot.
Clark's first to 2 here in the third.
Easy.
Line's close.
Well, tap, Phil. Line's plenty of room. Plenty of room. If anything, it's calling. Good rock.
Pretty nice right there.
That's real nice.
Question is, are they shot?
Those that were shot.
Pretty sure they are, but
Yeah, we're 1-2.
thing is, if you nose it,
Really close, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You think so?
Okay, I'm okay with that.
just hit it right on the nose and sit there, and Burr will be sitting too.
Right? Yeah, just right. No, that like that. Straight.
It's ripping. Should go pretty easy.
So how do you decide who throws what color stone?
Who knows it? We should be 1-2.
Well, once you get to the
No.
playoff games like this, teams are afforded, the higher ranking team is afforded choice of either last rock or practice time, and then the practice time determines color stone. So team with first practice usually throws red. And teams can also choose rocks from anywhere in the building.
Oh.
Again. Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Yep. Come on,
Hard.
Tommy.
Gotta go really hard. Gotta go hard.
Hard.
Gotta go really hard.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
If
whoa.
he's losing this. Oh.
Needed to hit that one on the nose.
Yeah.
Now Clark has a chance to hit what he sees, and he gets 2.
I actually thought Top might play less weight at that.
What do you think?
Just play it like a heavy draw so that he can't roll
He's
off.
seen an intern. They threw then in the spot. They threw control weight.
I like 10. You want to hear?
10.5.
But to answer the rock color question a little further, the higher ranked team usually gets
You guys like 10.5?
gets to choose the color that they want first.
Oh yeah, I got room there, don't I? Yeah. I didn't realize I had room.
So
Thinking about something else.
We both like.
You got enough
More
room?
than I
By
thought
2
we
sets of
could.
glass.
What?
I'm gonna throw 9.5 and just, yeah, there you go.
Here?
Yep.
So for the choice, Clark would say, well, I like the yellow rocks. And again, they can pick them
That's
from
not
all
where
across
you
the
wanna
sheet.
I do. I
9.5.
think 10.5. Great.
9.5.
Don't have to pull a full set from any one sheet. Can mix and match.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, hard clean out of hand.
So looking for 2.
Wait.
Whoa, whoa,
Well,
whoa. Oh, up. Clean. Clean.
He looks like he has a real nice shot right on the nose for 2.
And you can tell by the crowd reaction, that means Brady Clark got his 2 here in the third. Takes a 3-2 lead over Todd Burr. We'll be back with the fourth end right after this.
The 2017 Men's and Women's Arena National Championships will be held at the Compton Family Ice Arena at the University of Notre Dame in late April. If you're a fan of the Fighting Irish or just love a well-played curling match, head on down to the arena to cheer on your favorite club team. Do you have questions about championships, courses, or other USA curling events? Do you want information about club development? Members and emerging clubs are encouraged to contact the national office toll-free at 888-CURLERS or through email at info@usacurl.org with questions or requests.
So we're back, 2017 USA Curling National Championships. This is the semifinal between Team Clark and Team Burr. Burr has the hammer here in the fourth end, playing the Red Rocks. Just about ready to do a price check with Price Atkinson. We'll make sure he's ready to go. And we'll send it down to him. Price, you ready?
All right, guys, directly across from you all. Suites are open, and boy, people are having fun and they're partying here tonight. I'm here with Don and Brian, both from Everett, first-time curling viewers. What do you think, guys?
Love it. Love it. It's interesting. It kind of combines horseshoes, cornhole, shuffleboard. I love it.
What do you think, Brian? Your suite here, you got a lot of people here watching it for the first time. What do you think about curling?
I think curling is really exciting, more exciting than I thought. Used to watch it back on Wide Rules back in 1975. And now here it is live, so it's awesome.
You guys, you mentioned that you checked it out and got interested in the Olympics, but have just never seen it live.
Never seen it live, no. The Olympics, it's kind of condensed in the Olympics. It's a little slower in person, but on TV it's condensed and it's fun to watch. And I'm still trying to learn the strategy of it, but I like it.
A little bit of an odd sight since you guys come to all the Silver Tip games, seeing the curling ice out here instead of your guys knocking people through the boards.
Yeah, I'm ready for someone to get bloody, but it's not going to happen tonight.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have fun. Back up to Joe, Sean.
Thanks so much, Price. You know, it's early yet. Somebody might get bloody. You never know.
Hey, anything's possible.
Let's not hope for that, though.
Somebody slips and takes a header, or somebody tries to slip and take a header and kick a rock along the way.
You never know. It could happen. So, corner guard up.
Gotta go, Rick.
Burr playing into the house. Gotta keep this shooter.
Go hard. Hard. Nothing. Wow.
And they do.
No, really move. Just move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll down, 10.
Todd a little surprised by how much curl there was.
Okay.
Trying to roll behind the corner or make the double.
Yeah.
Most importantly, save the shooter.
Yep. Clean.
Colin Huffman here.
Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Come on. Yep. No roll. All right.
Pops those close together.
Holds up.
Might just see Todd make the double and sit right there.
Whatever. 3. Just 3, though.
Yeah, 3/4.
Yep! Hard! Should be good.
Nicely done.
Normal down. Good. On the nose. Slow down. Clean. Got room right now. Good. Just clean it though. Yep. Both those were 9.85. Okay. Perfect.
Two. Just nose.
Both these teams played earlier today. Clark losing to John Schuster in the 1-2 game.
Clean. Yep.
Burr defeating
Clean.
Craig Brown in
Clean.
the 3-4 game. Now they're here in the semis.
Clean. Clean.
It's a very, very strange 3-4 game. A lot of swings of momentum, a lot of
A lot of stolen ends.
a lot of early misses by both teams in that one.
I think we go for it. All right, you do it. Yeah. Normal down, 10.
So looking to roll now.
Clean. Off for a bit. Still off. Huh. Man, he threw that well. Threw it well. Yeah.
Just never moved.
10.
It's not on.
A little confusing, Sean. Some of these seem to be moving pretty well, others not so much.
It might just be a question of weight.
And release, maybe.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so this is the same draw through. No, wait, no, that was this way. Okay.
85.
So we're talking
85, 90.
90, I think. Because we want to be top. Even top 12 or own is good.
You up the weight or pop the release just that extra little bit, they can totally track on you.
Line's good.
I don't think
Room. Just 4. Room. A lot of room. Tons of
to
room.
the end. It's there. It's there. Whoa. Whoa.
Gonna go back.
Right at the end.
Yep,
No,
go.
it's not back.
Go, go, go.
Let's go right at the end.
Go, go, go. Go, Tom. Go, Tom. Hard, Tom.
Sort of in between here.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah, I know.
I think the weight seemed like it was pretty good. Wonder if maybe the early sweep just killed the line a little bit.
Oh, their draw didn't curl very much, Greg.
I know.
Ooh, I went like a board, right? Board. Okay.
Close. Yep. Whoa.
Going pretty hard for the roll here.
You're rolling. I'm going to just.
Trying to roll it behind the yellow, actually.
Good throw, Greg.
Hangs on in the back.
11.5.
Hey, Greg, come.
11.5.
Trying that. Probably going under.
I think we still go.
There we go.
Same way? Same way, or do you want to hit it? Yeah, I like it.
Yep. Same throw, Rich.
So I thought I threw that pretty close. I think we need a couple inches less.
Here.
Okay.
Well, we swept it early. So.
Yeah, that's true. Get there, Tommy.
Want an inch of that broom back since we swept?
Yeah, let's take. We swept that early too. Give me 1 more inch. Let's got to get by.
Room. A little more.
I know. Better.
Yep. Done.
Go, gotta go, guys. Come on.
Diving for the guard. I don't think he's by.
Go, go, go. Get later. Go, 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 go. Go, Johnny. Go, go, go.
Okay. Good.
Gets a piece, but second stone.
I think we got to hit the rock you just threw.
That might have just been an inch light on that.
Then he's probably
Well,
just
what are we
going
doing?
under, right?
So-
Guys like tapping?
Is he?
Yep.
We ever just knows that? Could
Then he's just go.
Yeah, that's fine. We could do that. Then he's going
Yeah.
here, right? It's fine.
you're playing a tap?
Okay.
That's. I mean,
I'm fine with that. Oh, turn.
what do you? So you want to tap now?
Okay.
On the yellow?
So we need a little, right? So the tap to get under a guard is easier. Right? I guess not. We'll lose the shot.
I'm fine with this.
If we tap yellow in now,
Yeah. No, it's fine. This is fine. I don't mind this call at all.
then we're gonna give him a great tap.
Yeah. This is a great call. It's fine. Just 10. Track's really hard on this line, so.
9-5. Get a time, Greg. Oh, off. Yeah, it's you then. Get a little bounce off that. Bounce it, bounce it. There you go.
Oh, wow. It's a little bump.
I like it.
Nice.
It's going to force Burr to come under something.
It's still come under that corner.
Go on. Play the tap. I don't mind that. Up.
Might be coming under the center.
Where do you think they need to wind up here, Sean?
Well, I think they'd like to be at least T line. You don't want to slip behind the tee.
Corner guard good. He's just playing the tap.
The tap, Barry.
Yep. Yep, make it good. What else do we do here?
He's going to be running his own rock back because all in the D lane too.
Yeah. That's true.
Whereas it, we're
yeah, you know,
You guys,
hang on.
you're right.
Nope. John's running down to talk about something.
I think so. I don't like either of them actually. But this one, he's got to make
makes
the tap.
the tap, he's only laying one. If we go under the center, he makes the rock back, he's only two. Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I think
Which actually, if we show him half a rock over here, maybe that'd be the best. Get him to chase us.
Okay.
If he makes it.
You like that?
You okay with that, Todd? Or?
Yeah.
It's rare you have a conversation on the middle of the ice not involving the skip.
Yeah.
Todd's just standing in the hack.
You know, when I finally saw Richie sort of lose an argument on a call, might be the first one so far.
Well, I actually wonder if maybe Richie preferred this to begin with.
Yeah.
'Cause Todd didn't look at this until he got down to the hack, and then his front end talked to him, and he's like, oh, yeah. I like this a lot more than going under the center.
Pretty good.
6.
This is
Yep,
moving
gotta
really
go.
hard.
Gotta go. How's the weight? Yeah. 6.
Some good sweeping there.
This is going to come out
Just
the other.
sneaks it by.
Going to come out the
Question
other
is,
side,
how
and it's
deep is it?
it's also heavy. Does just stay for shot, but it's going to be wide open on the other side.
Against 3. We can half of it or more. Side. Oh, I hit this.
Even if we roll out, it's a big deal, right? Okay, but
We're not. So the way to steal is we were.
oh, it's wide open.
We're trying to steal. We're not in forced position. No.
9.5.
9.5. Yep. So you just threw 9.5.
Do you like this?
I like. I do like this.
Well, Greg says it's going to be straight. I was thinking it might move.
I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna move at the end.
Take a little more broom.
The other option is to, if
Throw
you're
it
not
up.
sure, tighten it
More
up and
less weight?
rip at it.
Nope.
Nope. 9.5. Stay close, Colin.
I think I mean, you just have to touch this.
Well, yeah, he'd love to stay, but I mean, it doesn't need to stay because he's got two
9.
biting the rings already.
Yep.
Hard! Hard!
Pretty hard, Colin.
Really hard! Really, really hard! Come on, Colin!
Wow, no.
Oh, where is this going? Oh,
Oh, man. Big mistake
There's
there.
a piece of debris on the ice from the broom, too.
Okay, we can go down to ours and get 3.
Wow, Brady even took more ice on that than he initially had, too.
Jesus Christ, he is wired tonight. Well, wait, no, just throw the draw. It's a draw.
Yep, he is. We need to have a conversation after this too.
Yep.
So.
So that one was back ring, eh? Well, no,
Yeah,
it's just,
no. Yeah, I really worked that hard. So.
Just needs mostly 12-foot here.
He can just come right to the one that's in the top of the rings there.
Yep, gotta go. Gotta go. Come on, guys, still got it. No doubter here. Come on. Hard. You gotta be full range.
Come on, go, you got it.
We're there. We're there.
Great sweep. Nice job. Thanks, guys.
There you go. 3 points on the board for Todd Burr. Now he's going to take a 5-3 lead going into the fifth when we come back.
College curling teams from around the country are currently competing to earn a spot at the 2017 USA Curling College National Championships. The top 16 teams will compete for the national title March 10th through the 12th at the Utica Curling Club in Utica, New York. USA Curling offers sport education programs geared towards increasing the level of curling knowledge throughout the country. Programs in ice making, instruction, officiating, and coaching are offered in various locations each year. Check out the calendar on the USA Curling website, usacurl.org, to find a course near you.
So we're back here at 2017 USA Curling National Championships. Fifth end, Todd Burr up 5-3 after taking 3 after a costly mistake by Brady Clark.
That kind of mistake you just never see, and it's just
a 3 right now.
just not really sure what happened on that. He had basically wide open hit.
It started sweeping almost immediately.
Just I don't know if he just turned it in or what happened.
Skipper. Lean on it. Lean on it.
The valet arrives.
The power sweeping of Todd Burr gets it to the house.
There you go.
Sentences you'll probably never hear again. The power sweeping of Todd Burr.
Todd gave him a break after that that last draw.
Yeah.
Get out here. Greg. Yep, let's go. Come on. Yep, let's go. You can both go. Everything. Come on. Push.
Corner guard executed pretty well there.
Yep.
Wonder if maybe you might want that a little bit wider, so you have a chance to draw with your out turn later, but
Well,
we'll see how that develops.
Line's a little tight.
it's pretty good where it is.
Oh,
You,
line's good.
you don't want it
Line's good.
so wide that it's not covering a lot of the
6-7.
house. That's pretty good where
Line's
it is.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Room. 6, 7.
I nitpick like that.
Check up, Dick. Check up. Check up. Here, Tom. Good.
Looks like it is
Good throw.
checking up very nicely.
nice. Good.
Why don't we just hit? What?
So I got a
Sure.
question on Twitter. Can we explain a little bit more to those who are new to curling?
Oh, turn
we have,
right.
we have almost 1,000 viewers, I think, right now. Not all of them are probably curling enthusiasts. Let's just do our best to talk about the basics
Whoa.
for a little while.
Off then. We got it fixed.
Each game is 10 ends. Each team gets 8 rocks per end. And only one team can score. It's a little like bocce, and then the way its scoring is done. Nicely hit and moved to the side there. So the team closest to the middle of the house after all the ends are all the rocks of an end are played is the team that's going to score. And we have something called the free guard zone. So the first 4 rocks, if they are higher than the painted area of the house, you cannot remove them from play until after the 4th rock has been played.
Hard. Hard, Tom. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. No roll. No roll. Okay. Right in front. Right in front. All right.
Oh, that's just fabulous right
Boy,
there.
That's a perfect hit and roll.
There.
Turn and roll. Rumble down.
Looking ahead to our
They're just
5th
gonna
end
go
break.
peel the front.
Phil
Then what do we do?
Dropnik, one of the high performance coaches,
Either side.
going to be in the booth with Bryce.
Good. Well. 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 Got to get a roll.
Off. All right, round the nose. Okay, fine.
You like that or peel the corner? This is how we gave up 2 last time. 2?
Yep.
I think John wanted to peel the guard there.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
This has got a lot of rotation on it.
Wow.
Good throw, John. Just played a little too safe.
Wow.
I think that's all we.
You like this now? Or freeze? Or I.
So 2 ways to go about this. Try to generate 2 points. Could come around the guard, or you could try to freeze the shot stone and make a play on it later.
I got to imagine if he calls the freeze, Todd's going to be peeling that corner.
And then you'd have to make a play and defend for 4 or 5 rocks there.
Yeah,
Maybe a little too much.
I think I like coming direct. I know it's a little bit on the early side, but not a bad time for it either.
Yep. Hold the line, Greg. All right, we're good. 4, 5, 6. Looks like more than that. 7. It's still. Be easy. Yep. That's good. I don't think.
Pretty
we
good
do.
stone there, even though it's not shot rock. It's behind the guard a bit.
Yeah, the key thing there was just to get it buried.
Yep.
They got a sit and stick.
Peel and they're freezing. We peel and they're going to freeze. I still think.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, he thinks they'll freeze. Sure, good, bud.
So good skip, thinks ahead a few shots. Todd's concern with making the peel here is that Brady won't hit that stone. He'll actually try to sit on top of it.
Whoa. Ah.
Anything?
Yeah, we're okay.
Oh, maybe getting the. Oh. Did just come up at the end.
That wasn't. That was never. Extra hard.
Oh, this has got to curl. They decided not to freeze. They actually decided to just try to hit and roll to the side, but this has got to stick around.
No way it's staying. Because of the power sweeping of Todd Burr.
I mean, really.
It was never in doubt.
Of course.
Just 2?
Freeze down to their own.
We joke because skips are not necessarily known for their sweeping power.
Peel, you want to just peel it? Yeah.
2.
Just 2.
Clark going to have to look to regroup. Got to execute their shots.
Yeah, that 3 last end was definitely a shocker for the team.
Whoa. Right off.
And it kind of came from basically nothing too.
Yeah,
they had the end completely won and
All right, Rich. That's fine. Not bad.
out of nowhere.
And they've got this whole crowd in the palm of their hands. If they can just generate a deuce, they'll be behind them again, and maybe Burr will start feeling some pressure again.
Well, maybe at that point, it bears mentioning the world team scenario that we're looking at, and that could be a factor. I mean, basically Clark's fate is in their own hands as far as getting the worlds. If they can win this game and then they can defeat John Schuster in the finals, they get the worlds. But they have to win this game first.
6, 7, 8. You're an 8. Collins, 7. Not tapping.
About as good as they were going to do there.
Real nice weight, just didn't quite
I think we just peel it out of there.
get to the face of it. Todd just looks to remove everything.
If you're in the first round, they put up. And you should.
I don't know, we play for them. Hear this?
Don't go crazy.
Yep, yep.
The hog line, huh? Solid 2, 3.
Yep. Easy.
Well, yep. Yes. Well,
Sorry. Okay.
Brad. All right.
Remove those stones, but sticks around. Looks like Brady's going to try to freeze down, do it again.
Yeah, Todd was trying to lose his shooter on that one.
Yeah, I did, but I was not really myself. I mean, take a little chance, maybe end up force out of this.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe he misses it, and then you
yeah.
get
Guys, like that stick? Look good. It's good to me.
Mine's good.
Stick. Off.
Oh, then. Phil, off.
Seven.
It's got to curl, boys.
Wait, we can go off.
Off, then.
Line's good.
Oh,
No tap.
we're always tapped.
You're always stopping.
Yep.
like that with 3.
Try to maintain the line
You like
there.
I wonder if that way ain't better.
Yeah, same.
I'm
Why
fine
would
with
you
that.
need the
It's a little
inside
bit.
out?
You got 2 inches this way.
Yeah, this one.
Just rip it. There's.
No, I'm just saying, hitting it here is good.
Oh yeah, anywhere there. You only got 3 inches,
Yep,
right?
yep, 3.
Just basically just make contact as long as this doesn't cross.
Good shot. Yeah, one more.
Let me go when we're on it.
Hard!
Gotta go!
Hard! Still got it. Hard! All right, good shot.
Really. Nice throw, Todd.
So Brady, all he's left with here is a hit and roll out, so he can blank the 5th end, retain the hammer going into the 6th.
I don't plan it, but.
Seven and a half.
So final stone here in the 5th for Brady Clark.
Oh.
Yep. Clean.
No doubt. Hits and rolls out. Blanks the 5th end. He's going to retain the hammer going to the 6th. We'll have that interview with Phil Dropnick when we come back right after this. Is your club considering replacing its stones? USA Curling's Stone Purchase Program, which is made possible by the World Curling Federation, gives clubs the opportunity to purchase new stones over a 5-year payment period. For more information, contact the USA Curling National Office. The USA Curling Safe Sport Program was introduced in 2013 to raise awareness about the potential for misconduct in sport. Details about the program, which includes background checks and online training, are outlined in the USA Curling Safe Sport Handbook, which can be found in the Athletes section of the USA Curling website.
All right, welcome into our fifth inning break here, up high at Xfinity Arena. Got the man, Coach Phil Dropkin, here joining us. You can follow him on Twitter at Coach Phil. That's what I like to call him. But, Coach, the primary high-performance coach for Heater McCormick, John Schuster. Needless to say, it's been a fantastic week for John. Going to take on the winner here, Brady Clark and Todd Burr.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more when you come out and you set a goal to get yourself in the final at the beginning of the week, and they played great. All of them have played great all week, and we're in the finals. So you can't ask for anything more than that.
All right. Obviously, John won bronze medal at last year's Worlds. First time we've been on the podium in years, right? So how does that catapult John, the U.S., moving forward, getting ready for what we're in now, obviously an Olympic year in South Korea next year?
Yeah, it was a huge step for USA Curling. John's team came out last year at the World Championships and played great.
Yeah.
They did exactly what they needed to do. They built confidence within the program for curlers all over the country, and what they did was inspired the rest of the teams to just get better. And it's a huge spot to put us in, puts us in a great position for the Olympics. And, we're looking at whoever comes out of here this week. Obviously, it's going to be either John and if Brady can pull through this game, John or Brady. And we're looking for great results no matter who goes to the Worlds this year.
All right. We've talked about it a little bit before here with our fifth-in guests. Up to 5 teams can play at Olympic trials or be selected for Olympic trials. Somebody asked me down there just a few minutes ago before coming up here, when will we know the teams, 3, 4, 5? When will we know the teams who are selected for Olympic trials?
I believe we set a deadline of May 1st. I think the committee selects. It's right after the Champions Cup, which is right there at the end of April. And there's a committee formed for the men's side and for the women's side. And we'll see if anyone reached their barriers. Which a team that qualifies for the Worlds, if they can get in the top 5, they're automatically in. Anyone that finishes in the top 15 of the Order of Merit this year and the 2-year Order of Merit. So May 1st, we should know what our trials field is going to look like.
All right. You're a big golf fan, Coach Phil. A big golf fan. You like to hit the links. I know you had fun at the Ryder Cup last year. Give me a sport where you think if you could go as a high-performance coach and go pick a player, athlete from another sport to hit the ice and train them to be a national team curler, what sport would you pick?
Man, I think I would take golf.
You would take golf?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
why?
think Dustin Johnson.
Okay.
I think we'd take him. He's just got that cool, calm, collective, and he'd be a great skip. He could lead a team, and and he could. And we'd have Wayne to help expose the game a little bit more too. So it goes a little bit both ways.
All right. Have you ever gone John Daly when you're out on the golf course? Because you're an intense guy on the ice.
I'm sure a couple times I've been like John and maybe John Daly and gotten a little upset out there. But I don't know if I've thrown a club into the lake yet. But yeah, I think I've probably maybe slammed a club or two at times.
If you have gone that far, but getting back to the ice, looking at rivalries around the world in curling, no doubt about it, U.S., Canada as a rivalry. Is there a developing rivalry? Do you think the U.S. has that with some other countries right now that's coming along? Because obviously it's a high-performance team. We're getting better and better. You see the progress on the ice. I think more countries starting to take notice and getting a little bit fearful of the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely. A good rivalry we got right now is with Norway. The Ulsrud team; those guys are great friends with John's team, and they've gotten to know each other really well over the years. And even last year when we were playing them at the Worlds, there was a little banter back and forth, even from Thomas and myself from the bench. Friendly stuff. And so we look forward to playing those guys for sure.
All right. Obviously, the Olympics coming up. High performance is one of the main coaches, especially on the men's side. You work with Corey Christensen too on the women's side. People have questioned the high performance, good, bad. Been a lot of talk about it, but clearly the results are starting to show on the ice with a little bit under a year to go for the Olympics. How is U.S. curling looking as we barrel towards South Korea?
We just keep getting better every year. The teams are getting better. These are professional athletes. They sacrifice everything to become better in the game. And I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to have a team in Olympics on the medal stand in 2018. These athletes athletes have gone above and beyond, and it doesn't matter which team is going to come and go to the Olympics, no matter of any of the teams that are options out there, that we have medal contenders out there.
All right, I don't know if we have video of this. I think we do. But the Coach Phil strut. Take us through the Coach Phil strut from the coach, and you'll see it right here, so you can view it. The Coach Phil strut. It usually takes you about 10 seconds to really get in full blown mode. But from the coach's box to the ice, walk us through it.
Well,
there it is. That's it.
Hands in the pocket and little waggle of the shoulders, intimidate the other team, and then you just kind of go into just whatever John wants to do, we let him do it, and just tell him to throw it great.
There you go. My favorite high performance coach from USA Curling on Twitter and elsewhere, no doubt about it. Follow him at Coach Phil. That's 2 L's. Coach Phil, thanks for taking a few minutes.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, send it back over to Joe and the 6N of Brady Clark and Todd Burr.
Thanks so much, Price. Thanks, Phil. More than welcome to join us in the booth if you like. So this ends developing in an interesting way. We got a rock that drifted way deep into the house. Corner guard went up, and one didn't really cover shot stone.
Yep. Okay, 3 then. 3. Yep.
So a little bit of a sloppy start here in this end. Coach Phil gonna join us in the booth. We have some important business to discuss.
No, never.
See how this end develops, and then we'll maybe get to that business.
Tom.
Thanks for joining us, Phil.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Great.
So
the hit and roll out here. See how Brady decides to deal with this, Phil.
It looks like he's going to try to go around the corner guard here, eh?
Yeah, that's what he tried last time. Drifted a little deep, but now I'm thinking maybe something else. I mean, that's not a lot of ice, is it?
Probably, yep.
It seems like what typically happens later in the week is it starts to straighten a bit, and guys are throwing a little extra rotation because of the nerves in the playoffs, and so it probably is pretty accurate for this situation. Yeah, he's trying to dump it around the corner guard again, and he's hoping to probably keep this above the tee line.
Gotta go to get this by. This is not by.
Guys, the last couple ends have been having a tough time getting rocks in the positions they've wanted.
That's why I did early.
Yeah,
Off the line.
Brady's had a couple of mighty struggles in the first half of the game. A couple of uncharacteristic errors in particular.
Well, everything's on the line for those guys here. They're playing for the, they're playing to keep their world hopes alive. They've obviously had a great week. They've played really well. They're playing to keep their Olympic trials hopes alive, or to prove, that they belong.
Right.
And there's just so much on. And same with Burstein, right? They're playing, hoping to win this thing and get themselves in the Olympic trials. So
sure,
tons of things on the line. It's great to watch games like this.
Absolutely.
Hanging out there a little bit, eh?
Got to get to the finish.
Okay, John.
Pretty good finish there. So Phil, we got some business to discuss real quick. Got our Mock and Jock media game tomorrow. I want to recruit you as our coach. We got 2 teams. Sean is on one team. I'm calling this team BA because Brian's on this team too. It's Sean, Brian, the boss lady, Rich Harmer. That's one team.
Okay.
And then you got Chris Rimple, the cameraman down there.
Okay.
Okay. Myself, Rick Patsky, and Price Atkinson.
Wow, that's a tough pick.
Those are pretty evenly matched teams.
Those are who picked those teams?
That was Derek Brown actually picked those teams.
I remember last year I helped out in that, and I got in a little trouble with Terry. I think she might have went 8th in the selection out of 8.
You're going back 8?
She worked her way up to 7th this year.
Yeah.
Oh, she's moving up.
Moving up in the world.
Well, I guess the goal then for the trials is 6th.
That's right.
So game's at 9 tomorrow, eh?
Game's at 9 a.m. It's going to be on the 12th End Facebook Live page. So we're doing 12th End Sports Network Facebook page. It's not really meant for the normal
professional
feed.
setup.
It's not exactly set up the same way. But we'll have a lot of fun. It's always a lot of fun. Last year's ending was terrific.
Well, I'll make sure to. Geez, they ticked another guard, eh?
Yep. They wound up rolling two in the house, though.
They didn't really sweep that either. Just kind of watched it. I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, they're Todd's certainly forced to hit something here. And
absolutely.
Going to try to get himself in a good position here. Probably better off to hit this top one and roll over and get a guard.
Yeah, that back one's not really much of a concern.
Double goes over the top.
Not yet.
Not yet, right.
He can try to make a play on that later in the end. But back to the important thing is this media game.
So we also are going to get a celebrity skip. So besides a coach, we're still recruiting athletes to be the celebrity skip.
Oh, interesting. You don't have any leads on anyone, or?
I don't know. I'm talking to the boss. I'm looking at the boss lady behind me. I think she has some ideas, but I don't know if anybody's confirmed just yet. Oh, Chris Plies.
Okay, I'll take the other team.
Smitty.
Oh, same two we had last year, actually.
Yeah. Returning skips.
Okay, well then I have no doubt I have to take Smitty.
Well, we don't know what team Smitty's on yet.
Well, I'm taking that team.
Okay.
Whatever team
Smitty's on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
Yeah. Well, last year I played in the celebrity the House of Arts in Duluth, and we played in the celebrity skins match, and I had the first pick overall in the draft, and it was between who to pick between Chris and Smitty, and I picked Smitty, and we won. So I got to stick with Smitty.
Smitty is the defending Mock and Jack skip champion. I mean, he's the skip of the champion team. Made a terrific thin double for the win last year.
Perfectly line called by yours truly, I might add.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
got to put it out there.
Got to put it out there. So, interesting situation here with Todd. Todd missed the hit and roll and ended up rolling it out of the rings. Right now, Brady's sitting 3-4 with Todd's rocks vulnerable up here in the 4-foot, right? Set up for a double?
Yeah, I think they'd both go flying if he got the opportunity.
Yeah, you got to hit. You'd have to hit it on the center line side with some weight, but they should both fly.
So, Richie's throwing the out-turn freeze on the back rocks, which is a good call here, and just put it anywhere remotely close, and they're laying 3 and keeps the pressure on Brady.
Also sets up a decent chance to force this end too.
Right to it, little tap.
Calling off. It's a little heavy. It's got a curl.
There. Lock it on. It's there.
This is bumping it just a little bit, but good shot.
That's great.
The great thing about the ice this week is when it's coming down and it's coming to a stop, if you keep the brooms off of it, they slide in there really nicely.
Right.
Sure.
And props to the ice guys. They've done just a phenomenal job with the ice all week. We've gone, we travel the world throughout the year, and year after year, the ice is the best that we play on at the U.S. Nationals, and that's to a World Championship or Continental Cup or no matter what kind of the event it is. We have the best ice every year at the U.S. Nationals.
Right on the beak or an inch on my
Even if they have to bring in and rent truck-sized dehumidifiers out back.
Yeah, right.
We showed video of that earlier. Those things are just enormous. It's unbelievable.
I think these guys could make the ice in the parking lot, and we'd still be playing on great ice.
Probably.
Well, this is Todd's going to be sitting pretty vulnerable right now. If they make this, unfortunately, that rock didn't go out for Brady.
Yeah, needed to hit a little more on the low side there, across the face.
Oh yeah, that is. You walk in every morning. There's a door there that we walk in, and you can't even hear yourself think before the game.
No, they are very loud.
They're nice as hand warmers, though. I don't know if you've stuck your hands in those plastic tubes.
No, I haven't tried that.
Cold when you're up here for all that time. They feel nice.
Joe's kind of a bold one like that. You'll have to excuse him.
It's not like there's spinning blades or something. It's
that's true.
Just air.
You know, a light guy like you, you'd be afraid to get sucked right in. Me and Sean might be okay.
Yeah, we might be okay. He's a little feathery. Yeah.
It's the first time I've been called feathery in quite some time.
So
I appreciate it, though.
Todd looking for the nose hit. Pretty nice.
That puts Todd in a pretty good spot here. Got playing 1, 2, 3. Obviously, the out on the freeze, and then Todd can freeze out. And if 2 shots are made here, it should be a force.
Absolutely. Freeze.
All we need is full 8. Yes. I do.
Yeah, this is it's certainly losing a little bit of curl here late in the game, eh?
Yeah, that's.
Don't ask Sean that question.
Oh, yeah, I should know
Not
better
allowed
than
to
answer.
not allowed to ask Sean that question.
Yeah, I
got in trouble earlier.
I honked off the ice makers when I last commented about the ice maybe straightening out. So I'm going to say no comment.
I'm going to take all the heat. I believe probably a little bit, especially on hits.
Well, and as I said, later in the week, guys tend to just throw it a little bit more positive because you're a little bit more tight, and the last thing you want to do is drop off your hand and have it cut over the top and miss it. So
right.
They're definitely throwing positive handles on this. They're yelling that it's all there, but bouncing isn't bad if they get to the nose of it.
Right.
Already there.
If they get to the nose of this, it's fine. And they did. So Todd, I don't know if Todd can see any of it. He can see any of it. He can just pick it out, right?
Or he can at least get to the. He can actually see the whole thing.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah, he's got to make a decision here. Does he pick this over the top, or does he want to just lob another freeze down there? It gets a little bit testy with the way that's set up to throw the freeze, right?
I would think you can see it all. I think a nose hit would serve him well here. It would bounce off the back, clear all 3 of those rocks out of there. You'd still be sitting 3.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, we might spin it out the 8 foot is all I'm thinking. And then, what does he got? No. But if we
there is a double on those red rocks. If he were to clear everything, other than maybe a yellow stone on the right and the left, he might have a double for 2 if they get a little careless here.
Once they cross, so here.
Yeah.
So going for what looks like the nose hit.
It'll just because it won't roll much.
Throw hack and try to get. Nose is okay, but we can get across it. We can actually get it out of there. Yeah. Okay.
So we got a question from the audience that asking about Todd throwing with a swing. Lifts his stones up when he throws, and it's would say it's a older style of delivery.
What are you trying to say, Phil?
We have a couple guys out there that still throw like that. Pete Fenson throws a pickup.
Craig Brown throws it.
Craig
well
Brown throws it on peels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this is coming down here. It's got to cut up a little bit. Looks like he's got a real good shot here.
Hard.
Really nice shot.
Jesus, great shot by Todd.
Yeah, it's the swing is kind of just an old school type thing.
The belief was the ice was a little bit slower back then, back in when we didn't have great ice conditions, and so you'd pick it up and it would bring your body, the energy in your delivery, all into the same spot at once,
right?
And you'd come out right at the broom, and you wouldn't have to give it that extra shove at the end when the ice was a little bit slower.
Sure.
That's why we see guys like Pete and Craig. They only pick it up for
like peels,
or firm weight hits. I haven't even watched Todd enough. Does he pick it up on draws?
He picks it up on everything.
On everything.
It's just on the up weights. I think for him it's more about tempo.
Right.
The swing is just more about timing his delivery. It comes up a little bit higher on up weight hits, but not much.
It's the last stone here in the 6th. Just needs to get full 8 foot here.
Draw for 1. Looks like he's got a good one. They're just dusting it.
Throw up.
Nice pressure draw.
So Clark picks up a single here in the 6th. It's going to trail Todd Burr 5-4 going into the 7th, and we come back right after this.
Thanks for watching the 2017 USA Curling National Championships. If you have a question or comment for Joe, BA, or the rest of the TESN.US broadcast booth, reach out to them on Twitter using the hashtag CurlingNationals.
So we're back here in our semifinal matchup between Todd Burr, Brady Clark. It's 5-4 for Burr. He's got the hammer here in the 7th. He's playing the Red Stones, joined by Phil Dropnick in the booth. So how would you approach this if you're Brady? What are you trying to do here?
Well, Brady needs to try to get a couple rocks in play here. Ironically, I had this talk with one of my teams this week, down 1 without playing 7, and you got to kind of force the issue here. You gotta get some rocks in play and try to get yourself in a position to get a force or to get a steal. We know how important the 8th end is in scoring. And if you give up, if you can force them to 1 here and get a deuce and 8, you're still in a decent position to win the game. A lot better position than he is right now. And if we asked Jerry, the stats guy, he'd probably put Clark at a 12% right now.
Down 1 without playing the 7th.
Down
That's
1
a
in the
pretty weak,
7th. Wow.
Pretty bad
Down
position.
1 without is probably 12 to 15%.
Shows you how important sort of end management is.
And the later in the game you face that situation, the worse your percentage becomes, because you just have less time to deal with it.
We're too late for that.
Okay.
Too late. It might stop.
Okay.
So we have Tom threw a draw right there, and the top of the 4-foot. Another play we could see there in that situation would be, and what we see a lot of teams do, is they'll draw the backside of the 12-foot in hopes to get a blank here, because if you could, at this point, the more ends that Todd can blank, the higher his percentages go up. So he needs to score blank, basically.
Right. Yeah. When we had John Benton up here earlier in the week, he referred to that exact strategy. You call it the wing strategy.
Yeah.
Drawing to the wings to counter a center guard.
It went away for a while, and now it's back, and I think it's a great play.
I agree. I've always liked doing that if you're ahead and you have the hammer.
Good freeze there by Phil Tilker. They've got rocks in the 4-foot, which is what they want. It's a setup. The more rocks the team can drag into the 4-foot, the better setup it is for a steal.
So Phil, have you seen the 2 quads? Well, obviously you've probably seen the Croy squad. Did you see Vicky's squad?
I did. I actually went on your page and voted today.
Oh yeah, who'd you vote for?
I voted for Vicky.
Vicky. Yeah.
That was great. I saw that one live watching.
Oh,
and
wow. Sorry, just quickly. Deep here in the 8-foot. Sorry, go ahead.
Actually, better that he went right by that and didn't
rather
leave
than
another,
take his own.
Yeah, leave another pocket in the 4-foot isn't a good spot. But yeah, I went with. I saw it live. I was on the bench. I was on the sheet right next to it, and that was a beaut. Is the voting over? Here it is. Drills it back in and nails all 4 of them. Just fly out. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, the and then Croy's. I mean,
the sick thing there is how it goes up
how
and
they
out.
cross.
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
and I remember when we were looking at that game, I thought that the one that was top button was just going to skitter sideways a couple of feet. He hit it, the top one, so thin that it went flying out. That was the part that amazed me.
I have the final results. It was 62% Vicky, 38% Croy. So you were on the winning side. Congratulations. We had 47 votes in that.
Wow.
The magician defeats the eraser.
That's right.
I like that. The musician, Vicky Persinger,
makes rocks disappear.
Well, we're in a spot here where Collins got to throw a freeze down on there. They got to lob as many rocks here in the 4-foot as they can get.
5.
Boy, that busted pretty hard there.
Not a bad spot for it though.
No.
Very good.
Todd's got to peel some rocks out of there.
Coach Phil. Nice. Good answer.
Fans from Alaska.
It's like every time he has me on, I'm like,
That Rocket Collins is
hard!
curled a couple times. He's ticked a few guards, and it's over curled on some draws.
I think it might be a cutter. Ooh, where's this going?
It's not a bad shot. It's actually
Great shot right there.
Actually clears out the middle. Doesn't look nice, but
no,
makes it a lot better for Todd.
I think in league play that might have been Plan B.
Just a little bit. That certainly wasn't the call. I can promise you that wasn't the call, but
Benton coast to coast.
Looks ugly, but really not bad.
Leaves Burr sitting shot stone in the back 8 foot.
The great setup about this for Team Burr is that it's their red guard. The yellow rock is off center, so they dump another one in there, and John can make the cross house double and clear just about everything out if he throws a real good one down there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the call was the freeze here. I think Brady recognizes the danger in that shot you just described.
So he's going hard for the force here.
It's already there. Fine. Just fine. Through throw.
Well, we'll see if he can sucker Todd into playing the draw game or goes with the peels, and it looks like he's you're not going to sucker a veteran into...
No, not for a moment. Todd's no fool. You still get both the yellows if you hit this just right.
Yep.
John having a fireball of a game right now at 96%.
Yep. Whoa!
Yeah, he came to play tonight. We'll see if he can get close on this one.
I think he's just going to make
a little
the
high.
peel.
Still not a bad spot for Burr, especially knowing they got Dr. Double coming up.
Absolutely. There's a guy that's lived up to that nickname more than a few times this week.
Oh man, he's Rich is a good friend of mine, and we played together. I coached him, and to see him playing like this is just great. Leading the thirds, or he was, I think, in the round robin play at about 87%, and there's nothing better than watching a Rich Ruhanen curl great.
Oh.
Because he is one of the funnest guys on the sheet. The only guy that might top him is Matt Hamilton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think at one point, it may have even been at the end of the week, I think Rich was actually ranked higher than most leads in this competition. Like, in terms of all players, he was like second or third out of everybody.
Yeah.
Which is crazy for a third.
All of it.
Well, I just want to make sure everyone knows that every time after Rich shoots, though, he does say, "That's a pretty good shot."
Yeah.
And I think he makes sure he does that so the stat people hear him. So he does
Probably.
get a couple extra points for that.
Yeah. How can you not give a guy like Rich a couple extra points?
I think just one.
Rich is an attorney. He recently won an Attorney of the Year award, and he couldn't accept it because he was here.
Yeah. I think it's like it's a number of years running for him winning the being named one of the Minnesota Attorneys of the Years. Obviously great at whatever he does.
Just one. Whoa! Oh, yep.
Guy likes to win, that's for sure.
Hard. Whoa!
Throwing it.
Hard. Yep. Hard top. Gotta go. Whoa.
Throwing a soft weight shot here.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been one of the softest doubles of all time. It made that.
Okay.
Only bad thing about the play is it allows them to come in there and get and make that rock better, right? At that point, that rock was only in the top 8 foot.
It was just biting the top 8 foot, I think.
Yeah, now he's allowing them to make it better. They locked this in on the top 4 foot, and Todd's going to be in a little trouble. We're getting late in the end here.
Can definitely increase the distance between that center guard and shot stone.
Yeah, I thought I might see Todd play the run on that guard again. Try to clear the top 2 yellows.
6.
6, so sounds like it's top 4. It's hanging out there though.
Trying to warp it in there a little.
This side does curl more, so this is
All the way.
should get to the center line.
Gets right to the top of the button. Really nice draw.
Can see about half or not even.
I doubt even that much. You might see that's pretty sunk.
Wow.
Alright.
But because that guard is fairly high, you probably get around and tap it back.
He can come here with backline weight and almost get to the nose of this. They cleared that guard by quite a ways.
Mm-hmm.
This is This is a must-make here for Richie. He can put them. He can turn this end on one shot here if he can get close to the nose, keep that rock as a little backer, and turn this end right now.
11. Whoa, whoa.
Yelling 11, so he's full. He's full of back line.
11. Oh,
This needs to curl hard.
Gotta go, Tom. Gotta go.
He's got to make sure he gets a piece of this.
He's got a piece of it.
Go, go, go. Hard. Out of the 8 foot. Out of the 8 foot. Great. Great shot.
Okay.
Good enough.
Huh? See?
Yeah.
Good enough. Make
Good
sure
enough.
the stats guys know that.
Talked about that a little earlier, off the camera. A little politicking going on.
Yeah.
He just wants to make sure they all know. It's like, okay, it was a good shot. Just trust me.
And he's been in the courtroom so many times and convincing juries that it's just natural for him to hit the stats guy.
Yep.
Not guilty. So here we go. Brady's gonna have to try to sink another one around there. Gotta make it good. This could get pretty dangerous. The saving grace is he's got his stone in front of a burst stone in the back 8.
Mine's good. Mine's good.
Big shot here for Brady. He gets this in a good spot, and
This looks like a lot of weight.
You're already biting the foot.
he's not gonna stay above the tee, eh?
No, I don't think so. I think he's all just behind the button, maybe.
Okay.
Todd's gonna throw a freeze here. Positive for Brady as Todd throws the freeze, Brady throws the freeze, and it should mean that Todd's forced the 1, which is mission accomplished by Brady. Todd bumps off at all and gives Brady a hit and roll, and the steal of 2 is looking really good.
Absolutely.
So a must make here for Todd Burr. See if we can get a hog to hog on this. It must be running around the same thing.
Let's see how accurate Brian is.
Brian's running the clock too.
Oh, he's got it too. Okay. A 90.
Gotta be to it.
Right to it. Little bump.
Should need about 14.
Yep, Johnny. Just John.
It's 13-6, so he's all there.
Get right to the nose.
Bouncing it.
Okay, good shot.
That's good.
Gets right to the nose. Taps it way back.
Not a bad shot,
No,
actually.
great shot there.
I thought he was playing the dead freeze, which would have been about a 14, considering that was 13-6. So it's still a pretty good spot for Burr. They've got a couple outs. They've got the in and the out turn, right?
Yep, both turns. Brady's going to try with his last to more or less replicate the shot.
Is he picking this out?
6 inches or?
No. Let's listen to the.
And you're going to draw a ton of backing. So he's all.
No.
So I think Tilker's talking him out of this shot.
Maybe going to have him play the freeze, perhaps.
So if we play through his options right now, I think he can see, but what could he see there, BA, about a quarter of that rock?
At most, not even.
With a high guard, he could pick it and just give him the draw to the backing. He can play this freeze to the top of the 1, and but if he plays the freeze, Todd's going to have a draw basically to
just touch any part of the button pretty much.
Touch any part of the button to close the game almost. Going up by 3 is huge in the 7th end.
Oh, yeah.
So, so Brady's got to make this good. And actually hope that Todd doesn't make his last one.
Right.
Looking for 14 here, hog to hog, probably, if he's freezing. They're yelling 6, so the weight's got to be good. Looks like it's hanging out there a little bit, but they just got to freeze to the quarter nose. 14.05. Should be good weight. Should be right to the top of it, maybe tap it an inch. That's what it's going to do. Tap it an inch, and Todd's going to have a draw to the button for 2. Just as we predicted.
Yep.
Gotta be swept.
Not to question the call, but it was a situation there where, you know, if he picks that out, his mission for the end was accomplished.
Right, because he has the force for sure then.
And the way, for how high that guard was, he could have ticked that out and just left the open draw for Todd. Now he's actually given Todd an opportunity here to get 2. He is switching the sides of the sheet, which is might have been what they were talking about, and forcing him to the other side of the sheet, which makes it a little more challenging.
Yeah, but you talked about how high that guard is, and you know, to get the force on, you don't have to remove that red rock. You could just tap it out of the 8-foot, and you'd get it on then.
They like the weight.
We're close.
Thinking it's close. The line's good. They got to make sure not to touch that yellow one in the house.
Yeah, you can.
He's looking for a 14 hog to hog.
Wait's there. Wait's there.
14.15, so they weight's close. Just matters about the line.
It rubs off the good. Just like
And
that.
he nuts it for 2.
Nicely
Great
done.
shot.
Todd Burr picks up 2 here in the 7th. He's going to take a 7-4 lead going into the 8th. And when we come back,
Has the coverage of the U.S. Men's and Women's National Championships inspired you to compete at a higher level? USA Curling sponsors numerous championships each season. Members are encouraged to explore opportunities to compete at the national level in under 18, junior, college, senior, mixed doubles, club, arena, men's and women's, and wheelchair curling. Check out the events section of the USA Curling website for more information. The Grand National Curling Club, which serves as the regional governing body for curling on the East Coast, is celebrating an important anniversary. As of June 26, 2017, the organization will mark 150 years in the sport. USA Curling congratulates the Grand National Curling Club for reaching this milestone.
all right, we're in the 8th end here between Burr and Clark. We're going to get ready to do a price check with Price Atkinson. Price, are you there?
I am here, guys, and you guys can't see it. I want to come down here to the lower bowl and check out the crowd. We're just below you guys. Really good crowd. I'm talking, I think, the best we've had since we've been here. I'll let Coach Phil weigh in on that because he's had the best spot in the house in the coach's booth. But on the other side, across from where you guys are sitting, but directly below you is a lot more people, and the hangar zone is as packed as it's been all week. Talked to several of the Granite Curling Club folks over here just a few minutes ago. They're absolutely ecstatic with the attendance tonight. You guys.
Thanks so much, Price. Good attendance tonight. Uh-oh, we got another sign.
Oh, my. Jeez. Got people bailing on work, people making their wives think stuff. Boy, oh boy. Curling's becoming a bad influence.
So this is a good lesson, actually, here. It's the start of the 8th end. Burstone wound up a little short. Clark could have tried to play a corner guard, but Burr probably would have just peeled his own there. So instead he plays a center guard.
Which Burr cannot peel.
Right. So if you're down a bunch, this is a great plan if your opponent comes up a little bit short.
Rocks are, last couple ends, Rocks are struggling to find their positions that they've been called for a little bit. Not quite as precise as you maybe saw in the last ends of the round robin. So nerves are definitely a factor here. I mean, this is a huge game. You lose and you go home.
That's right. No second chances here.
So this is an interesting call, too.
Splitting his center into 2 corners, I believe.
Yeah. Would leave him 3 guards out there.
Do you ever come down and tap them?
There a little dissension. Phil's just trying to create a little doubt in Brady's mind. I think it's actually a really good call here by Brady. You get a couple corner guards. And all of a sudden, you got 2 corner guards and a center guard if he makes this.
Brady didn't even respond. He just shook his head. Didn't even say anything.
Which a good skip would
Which
do.
a good skip would do, absolutely.
Props to Brady for that.
Might have wanted to sweep that one a little more.
Yeah, the slight problem there with Phil is he tried to change the shot and then he didn't reset himself. So he went through his pre-shot routine and didn't take that chance to reset and get himself into it and ended up overthrowing it a hair, eh?
Right. Just looking to hit the stone in the house.
John's had a great week here as well, just like Richie, and obviously having a great game here. It's really good to see out of just a good guy who's been in the curling world forever.
Look at this roll.
What a shot there by John Benton.
Really nice.
Yeah, great to see him playing well, and I've had the opportunity to coach with him. I've had the opportunity to coach him, and it's great to see him out here and Richie to see them playing at this level.
Yeah, having played against that team all year in Blaine Super League, they've just been building steadily all season. You can see it.
I did hear at dinner tonight, though, that you might have a quite good record against them.
Oh, I actually don't know offhand.
No?
Smitty might know better than I would.
Yeah.
I feel like we might be about 50-50. And to be fair, it's 3/4 of the team plays in Super League. Rich has only played a couple of times.
Well,
just through.
He's winning awards.
Yeah, exactly, right? He's winning lawyer awards. It's okay.
So trying to pop this center guard to the back of the house.
That rock that Cullen is throwing is certainly curling more than the rest of the rocks on the sheet.
It's been a problem for him all game, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Could actually do that.
That might send the into it.
So we're going to take some time here to look this over. Pretty big shot here for Burr. You got 3 in the house. There's a couple of guards. Which one do you appeal? Do you appeal the corner? Do you appeal at all? Do you get sucked into a draw game?
Isn't this gonna hurt? I mean,
I think with Richie on the team, there's no doubt there's going to be a hit here. There will be no draw.
Oh no, it's
the rock that
I don't know.
I've always been taught that kills you is usually the corner guard.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
They peel that corner guard right now, and I think it definitely improves their position.
Does it make any sense to go after both? You could just peeling the one is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, the problem with going with both is you could
jam it into the ring
jam
somehow.
it in there.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to peel the center guard.
All right. Maybe they feel like that corner guard is too long to be of much use. It is a ways out from the rings.
Yeah, the point of mark is if it's within a couple feet of the USA Curling logos on those middle sheets, they're pretty high, right?
Sure.
John's a little tight here.
Gotta go hard. Get it off there.
Good enough.
Hey, John.
Never in doubt.
Another good shot by John Benton. Got to be keeping his stats around the over the 90 mark for sure.
I'm sure he's up there.
So now we're going to be playing freezes. This one an angle freeze, sort of on shot stone.
Yeah, they were talking about the freeze on the back or the freeze on the top, and typically the best play is to play the freeze on the top, which they're going to do, and then they'll probably play the freeze on the back on the next stone. On the back 12, the rock and the stone in the back 12.
6-7. There's 7.
I'll try to hit and roll on top instead.
That's a pretty good shot.
That worked out nicely.
Yeah, not exactly what they call, but
worked out very nicely.
Worked out very, very well.
even without a guard, I don't think you're ever getting rid of that Yellowstone right now.
Right. Yeah, that's in jail right now. Actually.
Oh, all right.
As it stands, it's third stone. Burr 1, 2, and 4.
All right, peel the
I
guard.
don't know. I'm kind
That
of
just
feeling.
leaves this.
You want to peel the guard then?
Yep.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Get rid of that guard. It's giving you trouble right now.
Here's where you sit and you think, what's the objective of the end? We're up by 3. You know, if we give up a deuce here,
We're fine.
It's not the end of the world.
Absolutely.
So we can give up a deuce. We just can't give up 3.
Whoa,
Yeah.
never.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Don't want to hear that out of hand.
Oh, actually, I think he might be okay. A little scared.
Well, you know, the one thing about Rich's intern is he's never going to throw it the same, but it's always going to be pretty good.
Yeah, right. And in doing so, he gives coronaries to his skips. But yeah, leaving that corner guard up there is really the only way that you could see 3 coming into play here.
Now, what's interesting about this is getting rid of that yellow is
Yeah, if you
almost
freeze
impossible
or
with
hit
that rock
side.
touching 4 foot there. You remove it, it makes it way easier. So you don't want to remove it, but you need it gone eventually.
Well, that's why you just try to set it up and wait as long as you can before doing it.
I don't think so.
It's like a little jail there in the center there, and Brady's going to play in this. Typically, if those rocks were spread a little farther apart, I believe he'd be drawn down to the back one and freezing the back one.
Trying to stack another one in top there.
4.
Just got to be a little careful not to hit the hole, right?
Or if you bump it, to not bump it too hard.
Because it might leave a double.
Exactly.
Looks like it may touch their own.
I think it's gonna.
It's got a curl here.
It's getting over to the right now. Boy, I still not sure you're getting rid of either one of those.
It's over, doesn't it? It goes over the top if you nose it, right? Yeah,
They
just
think
blast
it
the
goes,
nose.
or it might bounce off of the right one, maybe go out the side.
Just inside. Well, how about this? You want to look at this?
I think Richard needs to go down and take a look at
Yeah,
this.
no.
That would be my advice to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It-
Deal?
He's
Yeah. I
looking
think
at
we
the
got
overhead,
it.
which sometimes gives you
Yeah,
a
that's fine.
little skewed
Yeah,
view at it.
that's good.
And
Yeah.
if I'm playing with him,
How
I'm
much you want
asking
to
him to
hit?
come
Just
down and
dead
take a
nose?
look at it.
Well, nose or even a little low side.
Well, we don't want to leave them both.
Okay.
You got to hit this hard. This is not as easy as it looks. He's got
No.
to throw. He's got to have about a 6.5 to 7 second hog to hog here if he's going to make this stuff move.
Yeah. Especially if he's going to try to kill that top one that just put there.
Yep.
A little tight.
Hard.
Little tight to hold it
Hard.
straight.
Gotta go, John. Gotta go.
Yeah, he's a little on the inside of this.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, man.
Not horrible. Not bad.
Leaves Brady 2nd and 3rd, I think.
It's not as bad as it looked like it was going to be.
No.
Yeah, it could have been worse. If that
Board, and if you hit it a hair high, you might go back and get the. Oh, there you go, get the back one.
Fortunately for Burr, they're 1 and they're 4 and they're 5, but if he promotes this yellow stone, he's not going to be out counting the other 2 red stones, right?
That's true. He'll still be 3rd and 4th at the worst.
Right.
Yeah, this would have been a lot worse had that Clark stone not
I think we need to
squeezed
get the
over
rock
as far
on
as
the
it
tee
did.
line back so other rocks can score. What do you want to throw?
Like board? Okay.
Okay. So this is the spot that should move it. Seconds, Greg.
So 10 seconds, meaning he wants Greg to throw this hog to hog 10 seconds, which would be about a control weight hit here. Throwing the in-turn, popping it right on the nose.
Yep.
They like the line. You always like when the skipper says clean. Gonna put him in a pretty good position here.
Good rock.
It's a pretty good stone right there. Would have loved to have been maybe not crossed over as much.
So listen in to Todd and Rich and see if
Double from double, right? Yep.
Well, if you happen to catch it just wrong and it
Nose,
goes
well,
up back.
I kind of like just half a wiggle. Right, no, nose is okay. 2. It runs a nice hair. Comes up a little.
You might look at this and see the angles of the two shot stones and wonder why doesn't Todd play the double. But if you ever miss hit it or roll out or something, you're giving Brady a chance to sit maybe 3. He's going to keep play in the center, still force a tough shot.
Comes back to these skips at this level. All these teams here at the Nationals and this championship play, they're sticking to their end goal, and the end goal is he can give up 2 if Todd makes a really good one. It's going to be hard for Brady to get 2. So he just can't hang this wide and jam it.
I think he's got close to nose at least.
It's close to the nose. It's coming now.
It's a half a wiggle, which is what he was looking for.
That might be
shot stone now.
Might be a quarter wiggle, but still pretty good shot.
I think the one thing that you could get out of that is Todd had that spot in the ice read pretty well. He told Rich it would move a little bit, maybe threw it out just a hair wide, and it still did move a hair.
Yep.
Brady's trying to figure out how to manufacture 2.
Try to play the same shot. Maybe he can see just all of it.
So what do the numbers mean when we keep hearing players calling them out?
Well, Phil, you want to take this one, or you want me to get it?
Go ahead, Sean.
Okay, so normally when they're calling out, well, it actually depends what set of numbers. Well, generally they're calling out zones for depth of the rock. If they're sweeping a stone and calling out to the skip, like 6, 7, calling out where it is in depth. The higher the number, the deeper it is. 1, 2, or 3 is a free guard zone. 4 is top 12, 5 is top 8, 6 top 4, 7 T line, and then 8, 9, and 10 for back 4, back 8, back 12.
There you go.
Yeah, and
just that simple.
It just helps the skip to know where the rock is. Typically, the teams are calling that out where it is without sweeping, so it lets the skip know what he needs to do to call for line, and then also we hear a lot of the teams over the last couple of years have started to go to hog.
Right.
So the team called a timeout. Let's listen in.
Yeah, that's right. A double.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty easy. That's why I was wondering if I can play it. Do you ever play this double?
This? Actually, that's tough. Well, it's there.
I'm just that this one's small right now, but it's gonna
Right.
also it'll have some. Either you stick it here and it'll have the double rubber. The only way you don't is if you roll it to the key. You have to hit some teeth. Just tap it. You definitely have to move that. Let off this.
We can't lie too low. I think we need to lie 2 after the shot, right? Do you ever try that? Go. At least opens up. If you have to hit and roll, open.
Well, you want to make sure you hit and roll to at least here so you can't.
I mean, a half stone should make a double.
I like the board.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure we don't. Or we're gonna bump this.
It's either this or we make
Think forward, we nose and.
Okay. Okay.
So they talked about a couple of options.
Hard, right?
Phil was looking at, I think, making a half rock double on the top 2 burr stones and rolling the shooter over to the left. Brady prefers playing the easy weight hit on the yellow onto the red to sit 2 that way.
Okay.
They should be able to roll that the shooter over a little bit, but I don't think they can roll it all the way over to guard anything.
No, I think.
I also think it would take away any double on the reds as well.
Basically, Brady can try shooting the goal at 2, right?
Yeah, I think this is the easiest way of sitting 2 and leaving only 1 shot for Todd to do anything about it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's got a curl.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Might get a little break here.
Sorry, Brady.
No.
No.
Oh, man.
Looks like Todd hits to lay 3.
Well, it'd be 3 for sure, and depends on if he jams the back one.
We just gotta get to the inside here.
Yeah, get a little to the inside.
That was just fractions of an inch off here.
Yeah, it just needed to curl.
Right? Okay.
So
That's okay though.
let's take through this here. If he noses this, though, does that leave possibly a triple or maybe even another quad for a 3? He's got to roll.
Yeah, he does have to roll.
If he noses this, he's going to have a shot to angle, shoot straight back. He could possibly set up a situation where he's going to at least have a triple for 2.
Well, what I'm thinking is if he jams it right on that back one, he might be sitting second and Brady has a wide open hit on the right one for 2.
Could possibly.
If it sticks right there.
Could possibly. He's got to roll in.
He definitely has to roll in somewhere.
Yep. Yep. Whoa,
Collins-
whoa.
Whoa, this has got to curl.
Watch the back one.
Getting a little bit of
curling up
inside
just
flop.
enough now.
Just enough. Just a whisker of enough there.
It was.
Yeah.
No shot here.
I don't.
It's just a shot for 1.
Nose
That's
hit
all
for
he's
1.
got.
Nose hit
Yep.
for 1. There is nothing for 2 here. Much as we might like to see another quad, there isn't one here.
Not
No,
this time.
we were only a couple inches away from the attempt, I bet.
Yes,
though.
we were. If that didn't finish up hogline in hard.
Yeah. So, as we heard there, and we didn't get to explaining that portion of it, but we heard them say 10. That does not mean 10 in the terms of what we were talking about in a draw.
Zone.
We also a zone. There's also hit weights, which we were talking about, hog-to-hog timing. And so they're looking for this rock to be 10 seconds hog-to-hog, and that's about a control weight hit.
Weight's good.
Yep.
And they called out the weight's good. Just cleaning it heavy. Looks like
he's got a good shot.
Got a good one. 9.8 hog to hog. Nose hit. Gets his 1.
So with that, Brady Clark going to pick up a single here in the 8th. Going to be trailing Todd Burr 7-5. We'll be back with the 9th end right after this.
The USA Curling Club Nationals are coming to Fairbanks, Alaska, March 4th through the 11th. If you're in our northernmost state, stop in at the Fairbanks Curling Club to cheer on some of the best men's and women's club teams in the nation. Seeking to learn more about attracting, growing, and maintaining members in your club? Do you want to increase your club's sponsorship revenue? Learn about these topics and more at the annual Business of Curling Symposium this June. The weekend event features interactive discussions and idea sharing. More information on the upcoming program can be found on the USA Curling website.
So we're back here, 2017 USA Curling National Championships. This is the semifinal for the men. Todd Burr playing the Redstones up 7-5 on Brady Clark. Burr has the hammer.
You're over by a mile. Over by a mile.
Clark gotta play a couple center guards here.
Yeah, he has to go real aggressive to try and steal. Can't really afford to even let Todd score again. Even if Todd scores 1, getting 3 in the 10th is a very tall order.
This here has been a tricky shot for Tom. Playing the tick.
11.
Throwing it with 11, which is backline weight.
Whoa,
The Rock had been kind of gliding on him and not getting the finish he needs.
Rich, gotta go. We got it. Gotta
He's
go.
close
Rich.
here.
Gotta
He's
go.
real close.
Looks like he's got a good one now.
So typically we see the tick played in the 10th end. This team had a little huddle while we went off air there, and I saw the 4 of them get together, and didn't hear what they were saying, but my guess is, knowing the experience on this team, is score.
Yep. Score anything.
You score 1 here and you're up 3 coming home. It's a pretty good place to be.
And pretty much playing this end is it's tied up coming home and you got to score.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely. And when you got a lead like Tom that can make a tick just absolutely perfect like that, why not?
Oh, that's a 5 out of 4 there.
Absolutely.
In our scoring system.
To tick it over and lose the shooter out of play.
Yeah.
No better than that.
See if he can
try it again here.
He can do it 2 for 2.
He had a couple earlier ends that he had a couple tough placements on Rock, so teams looking for him to get him out of this end here.
Yep. Done. Yep.
It's close.
I think he's real
He's
close on this.
He's got a
He's
curl.
got it.
Oh, he's got a good one. Jeez. He hit it just too hard.
Sorry,
Oh, it just
man.
touched.
It went up on the.
This is not it.
He's saying it didn't hit the foam?
Did not hit the foam.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Well, Brady watched it. He said it didn't hit the foam.
Let's hit for the 6 feet.
You know what happens? There's nobody playing on the other two sheets. And the sides of the sheets tend to frost up a little bit.
Built up an
catches
edge a bit.
Builds up an edge, and it just kind of hits that edge, and it
And
stops.
just stops. Oh.
That is an absolute beaut.
During a round robin, that thing is clunking the board for fun.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
For those of you that try those shots at home, these ticks are a bit easier on championship ice because they're Olympic-sized sheets, which Olympic-sized sheets are just slightly wider than normal sheets that you see at clubs. So they are a little bit easier to make on this championship ice.
I think we go this way. Whatever, like.
So that being said, Clark has nothing out front but just one that Burr can easily peel.
Yeah, I think what's the width difference? Typical club sheets are like 14.5, and here these are 15.2, I think?
I think they're about 15.2, yeah.
Okay, 15 feet 2 inches.
Our club at Kuromasabi has, we're about 15.5, I think, or close to 15.5.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, we got extra wide sheets, so it's pretty easy to make a tick there.
Oh.
Oh, that stone's out of play now.
Yep, I think it hit the foam that time.
John with the gratuitous double.
We might be looking at a situation in this end if the shots are executed appropriately. If does Team Burr take one and go up by 3, or do they keep the hammer and stay two down without, or 2 down with? Sorry.
If it's me, I'm taking one all day. But I don't defend a lead well.
I don't know. I kind of like the take a 1, and the reason is because you're throwing first the next end. You can chuck your first through, and in a way, Brady having the hammer then only really gets 1 free guard, because the moment he throws a second guard, you can start peeling.
And some of the best skips in the world would say, "Well, I'm just going to draw the 4-foot anyways, so just give me the last rock, and we're going to win this game."
Yep.
But that's the skips.
Sure.
I mean, I think
I'll do that
like
in 11th end if I have to, I guess.
Yeah. But,
or a 12th, I guess,
yeah,
in my case.
But Phil, what's your preference in that scenario?
I think I look at how my team's playing, and if we're throwing peels pretty well, like the Burr rink is right now, I think I tend to agree with you guys. Is take your 1, go up by 3, and go with it. But with that being said, if you got a lead that's making ticks,
right?
It's a no-brainer. You might just keep the hammer, have them throw a couple ticks, and the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest that up 2 with, up 3 without, 10th end, those are both pretty strong positions. So
yeah,
it's really about comfort, I would say.
Yeah. And most of these teams will sit down, prior to getting here, and they'll talk through these scenarios. What do we want to be if we're in this? What do we want to do if we're in that? And they'll talk about it pre-end, and they'll come up with a game plan and stick to it.
Phil and Brady having an extended conversation on the sideboards about what to do.
Clean. Oh, just clean. Good.
It actually comes down to what Brady wants as well. Like, do they feel like they're in a better opportunity to keep to be down 2 without, or do they want to be down 3? Because they could come around a corner guard here and potentially get the force if they feel like they want 3, or just leave it as is if they're hoping they blank.
And another thought Brady might have is, I know these stones are barely covering the edges of the house, but maybe you just start drawing around them and just put a couple in there, make Todd throw his last against a couple. Maybe you get a mistake or a pick or something. You never know.
Well, they're throwing them pretty wide out on the sheet, and as we said, there's nobody on the sheets next to them, and those are so wide that there could be some frost patches, because there's doubtful that many rocks have been played out that far. I mean, if they're behind those guards, they are just biting the rings, correct?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
yeah, barely.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Yep, a little bit. You're good.
Could have went on that a little bit.
Down to Brady's last 2 stones here. I think he's got a draw under one of these.
Probably the one on the left is a little bit easier to get behind.
Yep.
Sorry.
He would love to be up 3 with, but he's not going to be.
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Right.
Right, remember that? Hit the button. Got it. So then we need to put this behind the tee line.
Just had a couple of notes from back home that maybe they felt like the tick bounced.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, but you had Brady.
He was standing right there.
I was actually kind of wondering that myself. I watched it and saw it, and I thought it hit. But I mean, Brady's standing right over it. He's going to have the best view of anybody, and I mean, if he says that it didn't touch, then it didn't touch. I mean, who are we to contradict
No,
that?
yeah, no, for sure.
Yep. 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 Yep.
That's about as good as Brady could do.
I don't mind that.
And so
You missed that, he goes under
we talked about this scenario, right? And Todd's got 2 rocks left. They're happy with scoring 1, right?
why don't they just draw open then?
Just draw to the 4-foot.
Can't see any of it.
Let them hit. You replace the hits.
And then you score your 1.
And then you score your 1.
Right. I'm just drawing open all day in this scenario. It's not even a conversation.
Edge of the 8.
Just put it top 4. I mean, Brady has to hit you.
Yeah, Brady has to throw the hit. The only thing that could come here is if he drops this in the top 12 and Brady all of a sudden has a guard.
Absolutely.
Even the back of the 8-foot. Your error here is top of the 4-foot to the back of the 8-foot.
Absolutely.
Back of the 12-foot for that matter.
Right. I mean, somewhere that's shot that isn't something that Brady can hide behind.
Easy, guys. Just top 4. Easy. It's there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like see it BT.
Yeah. We're okay.
So sweepers are saying it's okay. Todd's a little worried they're over sweeping it, but
like you said, you don't want to leave it short.
Yep.
Fine, Todd.
That looks pretty good.
That's why they get paid the big bucks, right?
That's right.
You might see Brady try to roll here, right? I mean, that's the best scenario he's got.
So we're going back here to the tick. Let's see if we can see anything. It'd be helpful if we had high def cameras, just saying.
I mean, he sweeps it as far as he can, and he watches. I mean,
it didn't stop rotating.
I mean,
but it did back up a little bit,
It
didn't it?
changed
direction.
Yeah.
It did change directions a hair there.
I think you may be right about the frost there. If it built up a little bit, it wouldn't stop rotating. It would just drift back.
Right.
Well, our easiest way to figure this out is to start sending money to the USCA for the
cameras.
For the cameras, and then we can have high def for the trials or the next nationals.
Oh, that's right.
Whoa, that thing
That had to have
ton
moved.
at the end, didn't it?
At the hog line, Brady was just about flashing that. I mean, that was very nearly missing.
Yeah, we got it.
One pick.
All right, just 2. Where are you at, Rich?
So this is a nose hit for 1. Put him in a pretty strong position here and go up 3. Todd Burr.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
Close. Close.
Just playing the nose hit, saying it's close.
Tom.
Got a curl.
Tom.
He's got a curl.
He's got a good shot. He's right on the nose.
Nice throw, bud.
Nicely done. Todd Burr with a single here in the 9th. Going to take a 3-point lead into the 10th when we come back right after this.
USA Curling's annual media guide and directory is designed to facilitate communication between member clubs. All curlers can access the directory online or click on the Members tab of the USA Curling website, usacurl.org, to get your free printed copy. Want to gear up for curling? Grooms Up Curling Supplies, America's largest curling retailer, features all your favorite brands. You can shop for curling shoes, brooms, accessories, apparel, and more by visiting groomsupcurlingsupplies.com.
So we're back here in the men's semifinal of the 2017 USA Curling National Championships. Todd Burr up 3, throws his first rock through the house.
Greg Stone.
Clark got to establish a couple guards here.
Todd wants nothing in play at all.
Gotta go. Come on.
You got to pump this to get it get it tighter so it's in a good position.
Yeah, it's over, but it's fairly high.
I don't think so. Over.
Sometimes we've seen teams and players talk about ticking corner guards. I don't really know that it's much of an idea at this point.
You'd have to hit that so thin. I don't see what the purpose would be. So second rock through the house, second corner guard going up.
It's all there. A little bit.
All right, so John Benton celebrating his 20th anniversary of Nationals. He was here in 1997 when Nationals were in Seattle.
Clean. Good. Got it. Right there.
I was actually ironically talking to Craig Brown today after the game and asked him, we were talking about how many he had as well, and he's around 19 or 20. He just can't remember exactly if it's 19 or 20. Said his first one is 94, but he missed a couple. His first one when he was 18.
Nice. 19 or 20 national championships. Oof.
Feels big to me.
So we've got a corner guard. They're throwing another corner guard. Nothing else in play. Todd did exactly what he should do and threw it through and made the peel. And now it's going to come down to John Benton and Rich Ruin throwing some peels.
Yep. Yeah, if they make all their peels, game's over.
Like this one still?
Sorry, go ahead.
John throwing the outturn peel here to cap off what would be an absolute impressive game by John Benton.
Oh, clean, Tom. Clean.
No, he was around 96 at the break and was playing pretty darn good. So great game there by John Benton.
Yeah. Is that,
currently at 98%.
I think that's where he's going to finish. It just doesn't get any better than that. Well, technically it could, but really good.
2010 Olympian, 2009 national champion came to play today. Throwing another corner guard here, and
2.5.
Richie Ruinen's going to have to execute a peel here. I'm guessing they're going to just stick with this outturn peel.
Yeah, why not? Todd sure knows the line.
Whoa, clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tom.
A little wide on this.
Good.
Todd is, we might be seeing a little nerves out of Todd here. He's had a couple calls here late in the second half where he's got a little panic mode on the guys.
Just a bit.
But
so now in the thirds, Roxbury has to come around.
He's been pretty intense all week, Todd.
I didn't throw mine very well.
As I said, you know, these guys have been just fun to watch, knowing these guys so well and having good relationships, having coached and played with a couple of them. It's just great to see these guys out here playing at this level still.
So no more corner guards. We're coming in now. I think you'd want to get as much separation as you could here, maybe even over curl hair.
I'll just about getting it buried for now.
Got to get it in, and they're going to do that.
Just going to peel here.
Switching the turns on Rich and is going to his intern. Rich also, I think, I'm not sure what his numbers are, but looks to be having a pretty good game as well.
They got him at 80% right now.
Which in his standards would be low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
Hard down.
Sweeping hard.
Talk about panic. A little panic from Richie on that one.
If we listen in, I'm sure we can hear him say, that's pretty good.
No, we throw a guard. You gotta put the guard up. We need him to jam it. Gotta do wide open hits.
Little disagreement here on the what to do with this stone. I think it's probably 6-1, half dozen the other. Put it in place somewhere.
Yeah. Pretty much. You know, whether a guard or in the house, whatever. You basically need a collection of misses from. You basically need Todd to completely miss both his shots, anyways.
Well, he's going in. So the bonus is if Todd does flash one, they draw to lay 3.
Yep.
Right.
And you know, aside from Todd getting a double on his last one, they got it. I mean, that's their chance, right?
Right.
That's all they're.
I can understand this. If you try to play, you know, a guard, you drift in or something, and or you come around even, you create a wider target. At least this time, just one rock width.
Right. Todd going with the intern takeout on this one. He played this shot. I think it was the 8th end, almost similar, maybe a rock out farther. So he's used to this line. He threw this shot. That's what he's most comfortable with. There's no right or wrong shot selection here.
Take your time.
Yeah. As long as you get rid of this, even if you stay there, gonna have an open one for the win, anyways.
Yep.
Whoa.
They're off it. Waiting for it to curl, but it should curl here.
There you go.
And it does.
Shot.
So
before we get too close to the end of the game, quick shout out to the Four Seasons Curling Club in Blaine and the novice spiel going on apparently this weekend. We're told it's a packed house there, and they're showing it in the Sticks and Stones restaurant.
Awesome.
I'm sure everybody there is loving the result that this is looking like.
I haven't been there in a couple months, so looking forward to getting back there. This is discussion here is, do we draw around this red rock and force him to play the out-turn hit in a different line, or do we just hit it and have him do the same thing? You know, I guess if you played it by the book, they'd probably tell you to
go around.
Go around and force him to play a different shot, right?
But again, you're counting on Todd to flash a wide open hit.
He just threw this.
So it looks like they're just going to try to hit and roll to the outside. Once we're done here, Price Atkinson going to be looking to have an interview with the winning skip. Right now, that's looking like it's going to be Todd Burr.
So they've elected to play the hit here.
Yeah, they're going to try to hit and roll the outside, I think.
As we said, the goal probably is to get it out there a little wide, maybe hope it catches a frost pass. He threw this soft, which means it's going to curl. So rolling to the outside is probably not going to happen.
No, it's going to nose it right there.
Yeah. So
Todd with the exact same shot, just make this go away. He's going to move on to the final.
Be the first men's final for John Benton since 2009. First men's national final since 2013 for Rich Ruonen. 2007 for Todd Burr. And I'm not sure if Tom played in the national final when he was with the fencing rink or not.
I think maybe so. I think maybe they got to a final once or twice.
So here's the final stone coming for Todd Burr here in the 10th. Just needs to make contact.
Just clean. You love those words when that comes out of the third's mouth. Little fist pump from Rich Ruonen, and a win for the Burr team.
And Todd Burr moves on to the finals, and as we explained earlier, with Clark losing that game, that is going to put Team Schuster into the men's world championships.
There's two teams happy here tonight.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Schuster team and the Burr team.
So with that, want to give you some programming notes for tomorrow. 11 a.m. It's the women's final. It's Robb versus Sinclair. At 3 p.m. it's going to be the men's final. That's going to be John Schuster versus this Todd Burr rink. What a game. Thanks, Phil, for joining us in the booth. It's great to get the insight of somebody in the high-performance program.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here. I'm looking forward to playing against good friends Rich Ruonen and John Benton tomorrow in the final, and hopefully John and Todd could have a great game tomorrow.
Thanks so much again for joining us. Price working his way down to speak with Todd.
We'll get to him in just a minute.
Price, are you ready down there?
Hey guys, yeah, down here with our winning skip, Todd Burr. Todd, you get it done tonight, 8-5. Brady Clark. What's it feel like?
It's great. It's a great feeling. You know, it's been a struggle. You know, we've just kind of ground out a lot of wins, especially late in the week. It's been more of a grind, but we just keep doing that, and that works well for us. You know, I think over the years that's been kind of my style of play anyway, and so it's working well for us.
You told me earlier today, actually this morning, that you're playing as well this week and as solid that you've ever played in your life. I'll say playing for a national championship tomorrow in U.S. Nationals finals, that's dead on.
Yeah, well, thank you. You know, the game against the semi. The 3-4 game wasn't quite as crisp as this one. I thought I played better this. And Brady, they had a little bit of a struggle, and that's, you know, sometimes that's the way it goes.
Yeah, well, you guys get it done 8-5. 10 years since you won your last Nationals, 2007, Utica, New York. You'll play for it again tomorrow. You know, what's it feel like? You've worked really hard. You talked to me and told me, Rich, you said the same thing. You guys have worked really hard, had a really solid season all year, and here you are.
Yeah, you know, it's great. Like I said, actually, it's been 10 years since I've been in the final. Did you say that? Yeah, since I even been there. So yeah, it feels really good to be able to, you know, turn around and make a run one more time.
All right, you guys, John Schuster lost 7-6 earlier in the week. You know, just talk about playing John tomorrow.
We had him. And we just let it get away from us. You know, John is a big game player. You know he's going to come out and play well. I think we're going to just have to play relaxed and just take some chances, count on ourselves to make some really good shots and put the pressure on them.
Thanks, Todd. Let's get Dr. Double in here real quick before we cut out of here. Richie, another big game tonight. I think you're the leading third, at least going into tonight. I know you were the leading third in terms of percentage this week, but you told me, like Todd did today, you're playing just out of your minds. Best week you've ever played.
Yeah, I'm playing pretty well, but we all made some big shots. Yeah. Tommy made both kicks in the, you know, and we're playing well. We got a great chance to win, and we played Schuster tough last time. We kind of let them off the hook early, and they made some big shots, and we got a couple of unfortunate little breaks in that game too that went the wrong way. So he's going to be playing. He's going to be there to play. They win, And for us, even though we don't get to go to Worlds if we win, we want a national championship, so we're going to give it everything we have.
I know there are other things ahead later in the year, but you said this has been a statement week for you guys and your team. I'll say that's definitely been a statement again tonight.
Yeah, I think so. We came in as basically the 5th seed, played 5th out, and we're one shot away from being this game meaning everything, because we lost 4 games this year really close that cost us about 30-40 points. So, we felt like we could play with everybody. We're really obviously happy to be where we are now, and we're playing well. So we're playing consistent. We're not a lot of zeros, and if we just keep it up, it's going to be a good game and a battle.
Well, Richie, Todd, good luck. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock against John Schuster.
Can I give a little shout out to my lovely wife, Regan? Miss you, baby.
I know she's watching Four Seasons, had a big event. Saw it on Facebook, and I think Sean touched on it as well. So congratulations.
Hi to my wife, too, or I'm dead. Love you, honey. Kids, bye.
All right, guys, congratulations. We'll send it back up to Coach Phil, Sean, Joe.
Thanks so much, Price. Boy, now I feel like I need to say I love you, Elisa. We'll see you later. But we're gonna do it from here. It's 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's gonna be the women's final. Ross Sinclair, 3 p.m. The men's final. Schuster Burr. Thanks so much for joining us in the booth, Phil, Sean, Brian, Chris on the camera. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.